February 15th, 1898. A US battleship called the Maine was sitting quietly in Havana Harbor. Nobody was supposed to touch anything. And then something pressed a button. 266 men died. A war started. An empire fell. All from the press of one button. I was there, not in 1898, but in 2025. Someone on Roblox pressed the button, and it was all over. Well, who am I to tell you not to press the button? Why don't you hear the introduction for yourself?
To explain before we begin the experiment, an event will occur each time the button is pressed. Survive as long as you can. There will only be one winner.
Yes, each time it's pressed, bad things will happen. But we humans are too much curious.
Prepare to run for your life.
For the worst. The game was Juggernaut. One man gets a minigun and we all get nothing. Simple. True meritocracy this world has become. So like any other civilized man, I went to the cell to hide. But then I remembered I am a man. So I went out to fight the Juggernaut with my fists. Holy shit, 6 people are ganging up on this guy. We knew bad days were coming, yet pressing meant fun, so we went along. Next was Minesweeper. Yes, that game with minimum requirements of RTX 5090, but we weren't sweeping, we were walking on landmines. And in the worst case, I stepped on a teeny tiny suspicious tile, and the next thing I know, I was flying and landed bleeding out. But there was this hero who was nearby to pick me up, but not to save me, rather waste my dying moments in a collaborative murder attempt, and at the end, I died like a clown. Next game I made it pretty far, so the game did a prank on me and made me play tag.
This is a game of tag. If the secret tags you, you will be eliminated.
Funny part, I was it.
I suggest you spread out.
So I had to find the others. Even funnier part, the guy I was chasing left the game, so the shitty game exploded me instead. What a life-changing game. I thought it was psychopathic, but seems like rather a troll. Oh my goodness gracious. Now this game ain't that serious, right? So for now, I'll show you its bright side. After that, we'll explore the darker side. There was this one time I was punching this man for no apparent reason except dramatic effect, and the next thing I knew I was truly Saitama from One Punch Man and he started tweaking around. After that I knew my life couldn't get chaotic, but it did, as I noticed an Indian police officer from Bollywood movies flying on the sky during a minesweeper using box. Yes, box. Then slowly he went down and sat down like a Chad. After that he took his aura full and steps forward, stepping right onto a landmine and flying back up. You think it's all shits and giggles until someone shits and giggles. Well, there was this e-couple in game. They were hugging each other in the corner for like 10 minutes. As a virgin, single, nice, intelligent, gentleman, empathic, rich person, I kidnapped his girlfriend and was going to do twinkle winkle, but then realized I might get a case because she's a minor. So instead, I waited for the RAP, CID, Special Forces to hunt her 36-year-old boyfriend for dating a minor. And they did just that. Immediately, they started shooting the couple while I made my grand innocent escape. But life did not get easier. Next up, I found this free piece of wood and thought, this girl looks stupid enough, I can trick her. So I set a mouse trap using the words, luring her, then pushing her off like a gangster. I learned this tactic from a special person I'll mention later. But before that, wanna know how it went? I was casually dodging rap that one time they came to hunt me and saw this man just run off. He just jumped off like, what the hell, bro? Are you born autistic or made autistic? Yes, I'm that comedically funny, guys. I even pulled this prank where I shot this guy in the teeth for a dramatic prank. Life-changing prank, though. For real. My life did not get any better, though. Next game, I met this guy and his boyfriend teaming up on me. I knew this was 2026. I had no rights to criticize his reasons to date a man who looked like a femboy. If I asked, he would tell me that cake tastes better after you blow it. But I insisted that I was 100% straight. So instead, I took his boyfriend's life for a dramatic effect. Only for us to gang up on a poor guy. Like, I swear 7 people ganged up on this guy to murder him. Speaking of that, did you all know? If we do wrong, God punishes the sinners, which would be us. Well, let's see it in action. I was just chilling and this man came up to me and punched me in the face, then forgot his girlfriend gave him an electric dog collar and he shocked himself and fell to the floor. Another time, I was defending myself from this pro elite god tier katana girl NPC trying to push her off, but then this kutta arrived out of nowhere trying to push me off and instead flew off because of my combo and I just moved out of the way. Ignore my great taste in music, bro. I was shocked right now. I really thought I was done. So I picked up this goblin from Clash of Clans that tried to pickpocket me and he dramatically, innocently crawled into a pipe bomb. Rest in peace. Oh, and also remember Juggernaut? During one of the rounds, this man kidnapped me and wanted to kill me by it. I was flabbergasted. Not because I was gonna die, but rather my own op, the Juggernaut, revived me. You know what I did next? I followed that man's bestie and he was yucking at me like I was a disgusting body he has met. So instead I made him into the disgusting body so he can yuck at himself for the rest of eternity by putting holes in his body. Okay, that's all for the hilarious troll incidents on this peaceful game. Now for some serious strategy I learned from the 7th best player in the button, Alia. It was a beautiful Sunday. I was playing the button, carrying my pistol that had 1 bullet, and thought to myself, I'd be fucking an idiot if I used this. Then I noticed the wonder. A beautiful girl who had a tactical vest,
This is easy actually.
M4A1 and a katana. I thought she was a casual player playing for fun, but I was wrong.
Bro.
Because she was a goddamn tryhard. With over 130 wins under her belt, she was a legend, a myth. Her name, Alia. And I met the 7th best player in the button. Next to her was her beloved femboy, who was following her like a dog carrying a knife and a vest. That time I knew, bro, if I went against her, they're both gonna gangbang me. And I don't wanna be gangbanged, and I don't have the clip. But here is a very expensive, visually stunning MS Paint manual animation. The game was king of the button. Stay in the corner or die. And I knew the right strategy. I went up to her, femboy, and said, "Hi!" He turned around and she stared, following the interesting conversation. I walked over to her, typing, "Hi!" She was typing back, and then I pulled the Glock and started blasting. Boom! Headshot! Boom! Headshot! She was running around and I chased her with my fist. Not for twinkle winkle, rather maramari. She was running with her tactical vest and katana ready. Her femboy Leo tried to attack me, but he looked like he was made from pre-cum. Thankfully, his mother got pregnant after a kiss on the cheek, so his knife attacks actually healed me instead of damaging. At the end, Alia went close to me and I slapped her to sleep. Leo went over to her body and was saying, "No, mommy, no, I will take revenge. I will end him." Next game was Blackout, meaning PvP was on. So I quickly went over and eliminated the gay who was made from dick sweat, and now it was all over. I can finally win. But no! Alia opened voice chat and I told her my reason to kill her. She was just too pro and asked if she wants to ally with me because once a former enemy is best friend. After that, her and I played matches together and won countlessly. Her femboy even got jealous in game and punched me, but after a few punches, he stopped remembering what happened in the past. Now I'm going to show you guys Alia's best strategies on the button. All credits to her. I can never come up with these tactics, man. I'm not that smart because she is dark psychology pro gamer.
Never interrupt your enemy when he is creating a problem never existed.
The first tactic was simple. We used the most useless item called barricade. Why? Basically, once a door is locked and shut from the outside, no newbie can get inside to hide. During game modes where armed rab hunts us or zombie apocalypse, the players won't be able to have any place to hide, eliminating as many as possible. And matter of fact, Alia's tactic worked and we eliminated many of them. Then I saw a guy with katana and started running after him like an obsessed yandere for 5 minutes straight. I attack, he run. He ran, I attack. We were in the land of frozen Uganda, so the fighting continues until at last his return by death glitch and I stole his katana. Well, winning match, but however, the next one wasn't. This player was with his eagle, using stamina cheats and speed hacks, and inevitably, even while doing my best, I was still too weak to defeat an hacker. But I've learned from my mistake because I will not fall prey to these petty hackers again. As I joined the Buttons Discord server.
Always have a spare femboy as allies. You never know who can gang up on you.
Alia's technique was trusting and betraying. During the final game called Extinction, gang up on the best player with femboys. I did not have any, nor did I want, so I allied with random players. For example here, this guy was an elite with 150 wins, but I had allied the nerd and white hair Kamla, so we ganged up at 3v1 against him. You're wondering how I allied with them? Simple, I gave them the weapon I had. The ultimate showcase of trust, making myself defenseless so they can work with me. Only for me to betray them and kill them afterwards. See, dark psychology. Source Alia.
The supreme art of button is to kill the enemy without fighting.
Next up, I met more hackers. This time I held out a bandage, so can appreciate my gift, and we were happy. Misfortunate, it was Blackout and he got shot in the face. After a lot of shooting, he died like a good boy and I switched my AS Val with his, refilling the ammo. Before I could make any chill moves, a guy who looked homeless and made from tap water rushed at me with a katana, creating the iconic gun versus sword moment in history. He died quickly though.
The wise gamers avoid the battle.
Next up, shit got serious. God saw me killing an E-couple and cheater, so in my next game, the guy literally started flying around during extinction. Honestly, what do you want me to do? Start flying around? But I did not give up. My first instinct is annoyance, not fear. It's for the people who've lost faith. This isn't a fight anymore. If someone is flying, they've got far more cheats than just simple flight. Maybe they've got infinite attack and regeneration too. That's why I needed to use something else. Not only that, but he also had more health than I did, considering that health was the most crucial factor in extinction and that I was outclassed in that respect due to my blood rush. It would be difficult for me to defeat him unless I were to get an advantage in some other way. If I used every ounce of my mental and physical movement, I could turn this match into a fierce battle of attrition and just wait for the cheater to make some kind of mistake. A matter of fact, he did. I held over 104 rounds of an M4A1 ammo that he himself dropped because the rifle was empty. As it dragged on, I had learned from my previous mistakes and I uploaded the clip to the Discord server, making it a battle of attrition as I planned. 7 minutes, that's all it takes for the report to close in. I watched him fly, watched him try to bait me, and watched him realize that I'm not giving up. He's the one on the clock now. The more he flaunts the cheats, the more evidence piles up against him through the moderators. I wasn't smart enough to come up with this. I've read it somewhere. The Fabian strategy used by the Roman general Fabius Maximus against Hannibal Barca during the Second Punic War. Hannibal was an unstoppable tactical genius who won every direct fight. Fabius realized that if he fought Hannibal head-on, he would lose every time. So he did the unthinkable. He refused to fight. He shadowed Hannibal, scorched the earth, and cut off supplies, waiting for Hannibal to make a mistake or run out of the momentum. He didn't win by killing Hannibal, he won by outlasting him. The cheater is looking for a kill while I'm waiting for his death sentence. Soon, he has lived past his survival time, and I came out as a sole survivor of the button. We all know I got lucky here at the end.
I had thought there was something special about you.
Using Alia's strategy, I managed to win often, but will it be enough to completely dominate the button? Alright, at first I would like to show you profound mental intelligence. Here I'm beating up this cat girl to death blatantly in front of this homeless man. I got out, reloaded my M4A1 in front of him blatantly again. But rather than playing it safe, this Oonga Boonga slow-mo walked over to the button and started pressing it. He got shot in the head for that intelligence. Over time, I'd see more hackers who'd soon see their defeats, see trash talkers that instantly get humbled. Eventually, my combat skills were a little above average. The combat in this game followed a strict sequence. After 3 punches, you gotta wait for a cooldown. However, it can be bypassed by only attacking twice. Not only that, the hitboxes depend on the side you punch from. So by aiming to the right for a right jab, you'll have twice the range. The player regeneration also takes 6 seconds. You cannot heal if you are hit before that. And lastly, I've created a simple quick switch. By using my fist first and then a second attack, I'll use a weapon with recoil. This way I could guarantee higher overall damage than my enemy. Then I'd quickly run back and heal for 8 seconds, then rush back, ensuring they won't be able to reach a healing sequence. Over time, things became predictable. But then I got hit with a chaotic 7-player extinction. Yes. Plot twist, I had 260 ping and blood rush, meaning my hits didn't register plus lower health. It was a slaughter. It began by me declaring to everyone I would not attack them unless they attacked me first. This achieved 2 purposes of mine. Next, my scouting strategy regarded getting a weapon first, then targeting the teamers or good players, and I immediately followed that plan. This toothpaste lover attacked me first. Naturally, this would make everyone target the violent one, but my intimidating warning ensured others didn't get involved. After putting the garbage in the back, his girlfriend got furious and started attacking me, but she was weak. However, her twin sister from China ganged up with her to attack me. Oh my goodness! Unfortunately for them, me and Spider-Man had a secret alliance since the beginning. After taking out 2 delusional bests who'd say slay to everything, it was down to last 4. Me, Spider-Man, Bonbita, Justin. Actually, I lied. I pushed Bonbita in 2.4 seconds. It was me, Spider-Man versus Justin. Justin had 102 wins. He knew how the game worked. He had the game sense, tactics, and lone wolf mentality to win in every fair circumstance. Sadly, the game was rigged since the start, as I don't play fair. I yoinked his bandage and started gangbanging him. Once he was on his knees, I pretended like me and Spidey were besties, using the term we. Editor, cut this part out. Tell them we won together at the end. Though this begs the question, between me and Alia, which one of us would win in a game of extinction, both in physical combat and mental warfare? I'll answer this question to his purest dishonesty and admit Alia would beat me 9 times out of 10. And to test this, her and I went to play a match. As we were playing the game, to my surprise, she almost died to a chingri mas. I had to quickly pick her up and revive her. Like, bro, how can she almost die to an octopus before our match? Eventually, extinction started and we ganged up on the seahorse and killed it. Leaving the two of us, and then I asked her the question, do you have what it takes to stop me? I forgot to mention she was bitten by a crazy dog recently, so before I could finish her, she finished herself. Anyways, it was a final game, my final match of the button before I quit. A 3 versus 3. The enemy team had experienced fighters, while my team had 2 besties and me. You can say it was a 1v3, though I may be outnumbered, but they were outmatched. Eventually, I took both of the guys single-handedly, leaving me barely at 1 HP. The last girl on their team was full HP. She could easily one-shot and end this. Or can she? One of the core concepts of the game was to observe those around you. She was level 29, 0 wins, soft-spoken, minimalistic linguistics, word choices, mobile player, unable to check the leaderboard. From this minor cold reading, I gave her a nickname and began by asking her to not fight me, that I actually cared about her and did not want to hurt her, telling her the final challenge was an obby, a difficult thing for a mobile player, mentioning the risk of us both getting nothing if she were to fail, making the match meaningless. However, also proposing the idea that I can split my win earnings with her if she lets me go, making both of us the winner. Giving her the final choice for her to kill herself and end it. I was glad she followed my idea. I didn't want to get my hands even bloodier. And eventually, I was the last one standing. Did you ever wonder how it felt winning the button? How about I show it to you?
I had thought there was something special about you. Out of all the participants, you alone survive. Before you go, allow me to show you something. I'm sure you have many questions. All will be answered in the second phase. You should know, this experiment is not without purpose. It goes far beyond these 4 walls. Tell me, after everything you've seen, does life deserve to continue?
It felt good winning, but I'll let you decide. The final question is,
despite all you've seen, you choose to let it continue. I wonder what you see in life I don't. Perhaps something I have yet to understand. It's a shame Phase 1 is yet to succeed. I wish you luck in the second phase.
Did I deserve to win, especially with everything you've seen?